In the heart of the tropical lowlands of south-central Mexico, a world of water and wood once thrived, teeming with immense natural bounty. From this vibrant environment, a mysterious civilization drew its identity. To the Aztecs, who rose to power millennia later, they were known as the Olmec, the rubber people. This name wasn't just a label, it was a testament to their genius. They were the first to master the milky sap of the rubber tree, transforming it into resilient balls for a sacred game, and creating waterproof materials that gave them a unique edge in their humid world. Their name, given by others, is the first clue to their practical brilliance. But it wasn't in rubber that they would carve their immortality. It was in stone. Around 1400 BCE, the first great Olmec center, San Lorenzo, emerged from the jungle floor. This wasn't just a village. It was a monumental statement of power and ambition. The Olmec didn't just adapt to their environment. They remade it. They engineered a massive, man-made plateau, raising their city high above the surrounding floodplains. On this artificial ridge, they constructed the first complex water drainage systems in Mesoamerica, a sophisticated network of stone aqueducts that managed the heavy tropical rains. San Lorenzo was a crucible of innovation, a place where society became centralized, hierarchical, and capable of achieving the seemingly impossible. It was here that the first of their great enigmas was born, their most iconic legacy. Scattered across the landscape, 17 known colossal heads have been discovered, each one a portrait of immense, silent power. Carved from single massive blocks of volcanic basalt, these monuments are breathtaking. Weighing up to 20 tons each, they were quarried from mountains over 100 kilometers away. Imagine the sheer ingenuity and manpower required to transport these stone giants through dense jungles, across treacherous swamps, and over winding rivers, a logistical feat that still baffles archaeologists today. Each head is a unique individual, adorned with a distinctive helmet-like headdress, leading us to believe they are portraits of powerful, individual rulers. Their stoic, slightly downturned gazes have been guarding secrets for over 3,000 years, the ultimate symbol of Olmec authority and a civilization that could literally move mountains. But the Olmec world was not governed by kings alone. It was a realm alive with spiritual forces, a place where the boundary between the human and animal worlds was tantalizingly thin. At the very heart of their cosmology was the jaguar, the apex predator of the Mesoamerican jungle, a creature of stealth, power, and nocturnal mystery. This awesome power was channeled into one of archaeology's most fascinating figures, the were-jaguar. This supernatural being, often depicted as a snarling infant with almond-shaped eyes, a downturned mouth, and a distinctive cleft in its head, appears again and again in Olmec art. What does it represent? A shaman caught in the throes of a spiritual transformation, a powerful deity controlling the life-giving rain, a mythical ancestor from the dawn of time. This potent and enigmatic symbol reveals a culture deeply intertwined with the primal, transformative forces of nature. The Olmec also gave Mesoamerica one of its most defining and enduring traditions, the sacred ball game. This was far more than a sport. It was a high-stakes ritual, a dramatic reenactment of cosmic conflict. On stone courts, players competed in a game that symbolized the eternal battle between day and night, life and death. The solid rubber ball, another of their groundbreaking inventions, was more than just equipment. It represented the sun itself, a celestial body to be kept in motion. The outcome of the game could determine the fate of the community, often culminating in solemn ritual sacrifice to appease the gods and maintain the cosmic order. This sacred game, like their society, reached its zenith at their second great capital, the magnificent center of La Venta. Rising from the swampy coastal plain around 900 BCE, La Venta was a city designed for ritual. Here, the Olmec constructed the first great pyramid in Mesoamerica, The Great Pyramid of Laventa, this massive 34-meter-high earthen cone, was not a smooth-sided structure like those in Egypt, but a fluted, man-made mountain, perhaps designed to resemble a nearby volcano, pointing defiantly towards the heavens. The city was aligned on a north-south axis, its sacred spaces filled with elaborate tombs for the elite and incredible hidden offerings. Massive caches of jade celts, serpentine mosaics, and polished iron ore mirrors were meticulously arranged and then intentionally buried, hidden from human eyes as direct offerings to the gods. Laventa signals a society at the absolute height of its spiritual and political power, where rulers controlled not just land, but the very gateways to the cosmos. The Olmec elite controlled not just power, but knowledge. They carved jade, the most precious material in ancient Mesoamerica, valued more than gold, into objects of breathtaking beauty and profound spiritual significance. They created exquisite figurines, ceremonial axes, and masks that connected the wearer to the divine. They polished mirrors from iron ore, not just for vanity, but for ritual. These concave mirrors could focus the sun's rays to start fires or create dazzling, otherworldly illusions in the darkness of a temple. But the Olmec's greatest export wasn't a commodity. It was an idea. It was a cultural template. The traditions they established, the sacred ball game, pyramid building, the veneration of the jaguar god, bloodletting rituals, and the worship of a feathered serpent deity, spread across Mesoamerica. The great civilizations that followed, the Maya, the Zapotec, the people of Teotihuacan, all built their magnificent societies upon the cultural and religious foundations laid by the Olmec. They were the mother culture, and Mesoamerica was their child. And then, around 400 BCE, after a millennium of influence, the great Olmec centers fell silent. Laventa was abandoned, but not destroyed. Its monuments were carefully toppled and laid to rest in long, orderly lines, as if the city were being put to sleep. The jungle, patient and relentless, began its slow work of reclaiming its own. Why did they vanish? The answer remains one of history's great mysteries. Was it environmental change? A volcanic eruption that choked the rivers and poisoned the soil? Was it social revolt from a populace tired of supporting a demanding elite? Or was it simply a slow transformation, a migration of people and ideas, rather than a collapse? The truth is lost to time. The Olmec vanished so completely that for over 2 millennia their memory lived on only in the enigmatic stone heads staring out from the undergrowth, and in the cultural DNA they passed on to the civilizations that followed. The Olmec did not leave us a deciphered written history to read. They left no epic poems or king lists. Instead, they speak to us through a powerful language of symbol and stone. In the colossal heads, we see the dawn of individual leadership and political power in Mesoamerica. In the mysterious were-jaguar, we see a profound and intimate connection to the spirit of the wild. In the ball game and the pyramid, we see the architectural and ritual foundations of an entire world. They were the innovators, the first masters, the Cradle of Jaguars. Their cities may have been swallowed by the earth, but their legacy was sown to the wind, taking root in the very soul of Mesoamerica, a legacy that forever echoes in the silence they left behind. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the world of the Olmec. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the lost worlds of history. We'll see you on the next adventure.